Hello, everyone. Today we're going to walk through the Robert M. Plass Tarot of the Saints. Now, first off, I want to say it's truly an honor to be a part of the tarot community. But we've got something special today. So, a week and a half ago, I saw this deck or this set on the internet. It's a set. It comes with this box, all right? It was printed in 2001 and it's a Gnostic Christian tarot. It's never been printed after that. Usually he does reruns of decks, but this one was a one-off. It was printed in 2001, but I got it in the mail. And check this out, guys. It's a deck and book set. It's signed. It's signed. This is the first edition, first printing too. Now, I don't think that the person knew what they had. If you haven't seen prices for this deck, they're ranging anywhere from $400 to $900 on average. So that makes this book and set worth even more. Without further ado, let's do that flip through so we can really see what's going on here. So I want to give a shout out to my wonderful girlfriend for setting me up with this new light. It's absolutely amazing. It's making the picture so much more clear. Now, if you're interested in this deck and this set, please give a shout out. Contact me. I will be happy to sell it to you for a decent price, which is negotiable. So we have St. Francis the Fool, St. Nicholas the Magician. I have an affinity for this one because my name is Nicholas. And I guess I did kind of pull a magic trick on this one. God is good. God blesses you when you need the blessing. And I needed that blessing. You know, being in the tarot business, sometimes you take big L's. Sometimes you have big wins, and this was one of those wins. It's a gamble when you buy these decks. You don't know what you're getting. There's a lot of fakes running around out there. This is not one. This is as real as it gets, people. Now, I want to lay down a little bit of knowledge for you guys. You can call a deck vintage as long as it's 20 years or older. An antique is 50 years or older. So something that was printed in 1974, that is technically considered an antique now. These cards are in great condition. I do think that somebody did use it at one point because when I got it, they were not in order, but there's no creases, there's no bends. It doesn't really seem like they hard shuffled these at all. I think somebody might have used the deck, maybe got it signed, and threw it in a drawer and never really thought about it again. So this is a Gnostic tarot deck, and I believe it's focused around Gnostic Christianity and the saints. And, you know, obviously, if you know anything about Gnosis, it's about knowledge, gaining wisdom, knowledge to reach to God. Just because other people are selling this deck for $900 does not mean I'm going to sell the deck for $900. I've seen most of them averaging around $400 to $500. But that's asking prices. That's not selling prices. Now I'm going to display the signature one more time for you guys in case somebody needs to check it. I'll do it at the very end. I'm going to flip through the minor arcana a little bit quicker than these majors just because they're a little bit basic. There is esoteric knowledge there, but the designs, it's definitely some of his first work. You know, I mean, as his skills advanced, so did the artwork, so did the teaching, so did everything else in his work. Robert M. Plass is probably one of the leaders of the tarot community right now. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but his work will probably be some of the leading work in the 21st century, at least the early 21st century. Right now, you never know. There could be somebody else that kind of takes his place for creating decks. I mean, not only does the guy create decks with his own artwork, but he produces books with them as well. I'd almost go as far as saying he will surpass Rachel Pollack, but who knows? I specifically really like the cups in this suit. Or in this deck, excuse me. It's getting late. But I'm also a Cancer, so I'm a water sign. I have an affinity for cups. I just feel that he did a nice job of kind of showing the story in the cup suit. And I'll show you guys the back of the cards real quick. Absolutely beautiful and stunning. He did a great job depicting the stories of the cards in the cups. Now, this tarot deck would be great for any Christian that follows the Christian path. I know tarot is a little bit demonized for them, but decks like these, including the Jesus Tarot, I don't know if anybody else is, it's not called the Jesus deck. They don't call it the Jesus Tarot, they call it the Jesus deck. Those are options. Those are options for you guys. Oh, he does a nice job with the swords as well. Now, I should probably do a little more research on this book that's signed. There's no doubt that it's authentically signed by him. I mean, it's sealed. His signature looks the same. It looks the same throughout the entire internet whenever I see it. And it was a surprise. The person didn't know what they had. St. Joan. Now there's a story that some people think that the high priestess is Pope Joan. But yeah, I don't think the person really knew what they had. They just wanted to get rid of the decks. I feel like a lot of times what happens is somebody's parent passes away and they just try to get rid of all of their tarot paraphernalia as quickly as possible. So they just list it on the internet and people buy it, and collectors know what it is, but they don't. Or they just need a quick buck, right? There's always that. Like I say, I love my part-time job doing this, guys. I mean, it's always so cool to see these decks and see what comes in the door. Okay, that's the back again. Now Now let's look at that signature one more time and we will stop the video. I do not plan on reading this book to save the integrity of it. It's even sealed. This is just so cool, guys. And he says, the center is everywhere. The circumference is nowhere. Robert M. Plass, 9-4, 2001. I'm getting chills reading that to you guys. Looks like he goes into the origins of the tarot, life of Pythagoras. I mean, he really does a good job with this book. I haven't read it, but anyway, hope you guys have a great night. Bye.